Welcome back, future millionaires, to another Millennial in Debt video. If you are new here, hit that subscription button below, turn on the notification bell so you get that every single time I upload a video. Today we're going to be talking about a special type of side hustle, because on the internet, on the interwebs, on the Instagrams, I asked y'all, what type of side hustles do you want to learn more about? What type of side hustles do you want me to do the research for, so you can go and get that bag, especially in Q4. Come on, come through extra funds, let's go. Right? And someone asked for voiceovers. So I was just like, that sounds like something I'd like to look up. So let's get right into it. What is voiceover, voice artistry? What the hell? Voiceover artistry is essentially providing your voice for different types of media. So that could be video games, that could be audiobooks, that can be commercials, whatever it is, but you're providing your vocal expertise and getting paid for it. The best part of this is you can do it from the comfort of your own home for the most part. So let's get right into the skills that you're going to need in order to become a voiceover artist. The first skill you're going to definitely need to be a voiceover artist is voice control. That's going to include your pitch, your tone, and your volume, so that you can not only express different emotions, but also different characters. Pronunciation is another skill that you're going to need in order to be a voiceover artist, and that means enunciation and speaking clearly, being able to read through the script so that when people are listening or when people hear you, they can clearly understand what you're saying. Acting skills, although maybe not be 100% necessary, they are going to be important, especially if you're doing audiobooks, because you're going to have to react to a script with emotion and authenticity so that when people are listening or hear you, they can feel the emotion of the words auditorily. Did I make that up? Because I said it kind of smooth. Moving on. The last skill that you're really going to need is pretty much technical know-how, right? You don't have to be a technical genius, especially when you get into the big bucks of voiceovers where they'll have a studio for you to record. You are going to want to have some general idea on filming, right? Audio, we see the mic here, and how to edit that audio. After you've got a pretty good handle on the skill set that you're going to need to be a voiceover artist, now let's talk about the actual tools that you're going to need. The first thing, you're going to need a mic, and you're going to need a pretty good mic. So I definitely recommend Rode. Sennheiser is another really good brand. Shure is another good brand. So it's going to take a little bit of money in order to get that really good mic, but you don't have to spend $5,000. So let's not get it twisted out here. You'll want a good microphone so you'll get good audio, but let's not break the bank until we start bringing some money in. Right? Very similar for people who want to start YouTube channels. You don't got to start with the $5,000 camera, but you want to get something that's pretty quality and do a good job, right? We're here. Okay, all right. Now, two next things you're going to need are a space with really good acoustics and some headphones. I highly recommend wired headphones, because as much as we all love our AirPods, sometimes we need the wire, and a lot of times the wire can plug into the mic so that you can hear if you're getting any static, any feedback. So some wired headphones are really going to be crucial. I recently bought a pair of wired headphones for like $20 from Best Buy, so that's not something that you really have to break the bank on, but you definitely want to have a wire that you can plug into a computer or into a device. The second piece is you're going to want to have a space with really good acoustics. A lot of times people, especially when they're doing like a new podcast, will record in their closet or their bathroom. You want to have a place that's going to make sure the audio comes through clear, because nobody likes bad audio. No one, like, we can tolerate a little bit of bad video, a little bit of graininess, but when the audio's bad, we're not with it, right? So you definitely want to have a pair of headphones, a good mic, and a great space to record with solid acoustics. You're going to want to have some sort of recording software. So I do a lot of my recording and plug it right into Adobe. That is not a free service. Adobe is a little pricey, but Audacity is a free service that you can start off with if you're just getting into your voiceover vibes. You know, we're trying to save money and make money, so always try the free first. I think Adobe might have a free demo of Audition, which is what we use for audio. You can also use Final Cut. You can use Premiere to kind of tweak with the audio, but you're definitely going to need something to edit and make sure that the audio is coming through crystal clear. Now, if you're like, I never heard of this, but I kind of want to try it, or people say I sound really nice, or I don't have the voice for voiceovers. I know myself, right? But here are a couple of things that you can do in order to practice your skills or to kind of get started and warmed up. You're going to want to try voice warm-ups. You could probably find them on YouTube right here. YouTube University is going to have everything you kind of need. So definitely practice voice warm-ups to make sure that your pitch and your tone are feeling vibey. Is that what you know what I'm trying to say. On top of that, you're also going to want to read aloud, right? I know everyone's like, everyone's a gangsta until their 7th grade teacher asks them to read aloud, because it can be nerve-wracking. Reading aloud, you will question a lot of things mentally of like, I didn't realize I couldn't read, right? So you definitely want to practice reading aloud. You definitely want to do vocal warm-ups. You also want to record and review. It wasn't until I started making YouTube videos and started getting those oh so fun comments that I realized that I have a vocal tick. So a lot of times when I'm talking, I'll do a, and I don't even realize that was very exaggerated, but I won't even realize I do it until I started recording my voice and recording on screen, and I would hear it as I would edit, and it frustrated even myself. So you definitely want to record and review yourself to find out if you have any tics that you might need to adjust, or if you have anything that you're like, oh, this is not going to work for being a voiceover artist. Let me try to tweak or practice that. The last piece is you can obviously, of course, take courses. There are going to be free options that you can take. You get what you pay for, so the free courses might not be the best, or you can do small paid courses, 50, 60, 70 bucks, just to get into this particular side hustle if you're really serious about making some money, which of course we are, right? We don't want to waste our time. We don't want to waste our time. The last two pieces of getting into this voiceover side hustle world is you want to create a portfolio. And that really might be just with everything at this point, because if we're looking in the job market and the competitive nature of everything, you're going to want to show that you're an asset, right? And so you're going to want to have like a sizzle reel or a demo reel of things that you've done or things that you've tried. And if you've never tried before, just different practice sessions that you've had that you found were really, really good or really solid. You're going to want to include that in your portfolio so that when you're auditioning and going in to apply for different roles, you'll have this portfolio ready to set you apart. I also highly, highly, highly recommend, and that's pretty much with almost every side hustle I suggest, creating a website where people can go to find you. It also really solidifies that you're a serious player in this side hustle world, and you also want to start networking. So that's joining voiceover forums. Facebook is really a great place. LinkedIn is another place, but you really want to start diving into this world if it is something you're interested in pursuing and making money from. Now, if you're stuck with like, well, okay, I've done the courses, I've practiced, I'm ready, I've got the devices, but how much do I charge? How much can I make? Right? So typically a voiceover artist is going to have a very unique, wide range of, money opportunities. There's going to be pros and cons of every side hustle. And so it's kind of hard to say what you will expect to make, especially starting off. There are some averages we can put right here, but you want to research the average cost, especially if you're going to go the freelance route. So you're charging, what you really should be paid and not charging under. When it comes to, well, where can I find voiceover roles? Here is a nice, healthy list of places you can go to start looking. And of course, I'm going to drop the pros and the cons so that you know that when you're going into this side hustle, there are things that are going to be amazing. Of course, remote, I could do all of this, and there are things going to be not so great. Please, 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 in the comments, let me know if this is the type of video you want to learn more about different side hustles, or what side hustles you want to learn more about. You can also follow on Instagram and TikTok, where I drop really quick carousel snippets on types of side hustles that you can try and make money off of. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.